Most Thais dissatisfied with government and Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra, poll reveals. A recent survey conducted by the National Institute of Development Administration, NIDA, at the end of last month has revealed that most Thai citizens are dissatisfied with the performance of the government and Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra. The poll results indicate that 34.58% of respondents were fairly dissatisfied with the government's performance. 20% were completely dissatisfied. 32.6% were fairly satisfied, and 12.82% were highly satisfied. Regarding the Prime Minister's performance after 6 months in office, the responses were as follows. 13.36% expressed high satisfaction. 31.76% were fairly satisfied. 32.6% were fairly dissatisfied, and 22.28% were completely dissatisfied. As for confidence in the government's ability to solve national issues, 36.41% had little confidence. 26.26% had no confidence at all. 25.04% were quite confident, and 12.29% were highly confident. Additionally, the survey evaluated various government ministries, with most respondents expressing dissatisfaction with their performances. The survey was conducted nationwide between February 24 and 26, with 1,310 respondents participating. Thailand defends repatriation of 40 Uyghurs amid international criticism. The Thai government has claimed that the 40 Uyghurs repatriated to China after spending over a decade in detention in Thailand are safe and well, with some already reunited with their families. The Thai delegation, which accompanied the repatriated Uyghurs, included Chache Bangchwad, Secretary-General of the National Security Council, NSC. Pol Gen Kribun Swadsong, Deputy National Police Chief, and Thai officials from the Thai Embassy in Beijing. The officials traveled to Xinjiang with the Uyghurs to ensure their safe return and family reunification. As part of the repatriation agreement, Thai and Chinese officials will revisit them in the next 15 to 30 days. Reports indicate that the first group of Uyghurs arrived in Kashi, Kashgar Prefecture, in southern Xinjiang, which is closest to their hometowns, within a 140 kilometers radius. The second group comes from locations over 1,000 kilometers away from Kashi. International concerns and criticism. Despite Thailand's assurances, the repatriation has sparked criticism, with concerns over China's treatment of the Uyghur ethnic minority. Fair Party MP Kanavi Subsang released letters written by the detainees pleading for assistance from the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, and the international community, fearing persecution in China. Another letter was addressed to Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra, requesting that the group be sent to Turkey to reunite with family members. Thailand has defended its decision, stating that no third country, including the US or the UNHCR, formally agreed to take them in, and detaining them indefinitely would have been inhumane. Backpackers in Southeast Asia more cautious amid rising methanol poisoning cases. A growing awareness of accidental methanol poisoning in Southeast Asia is changing how young backpackers consume alcohol. Following multiple deaths linked to methanol-laced alcohol, more travelers now say they feel extra cautious and even scared when drinking abroad. Recent methanol poisoning cases. In December, 6 tourists died in Laos after consuming free shots containing methanol at a bar in Vang Vieng. 2 of the victims, Bianca Jones and Holly Bowles, both 19, from Melbourne, Australia, were staying at the Nana Backpackers Hostel. In January, 2 tourists in Hoi An, Vietnam, died after consuming a limoncello cocktail made from medical alcohol, intended strictly for disinfection rather than consumption. Backpackers react to rising risks. Australian traveler Celeste Evans, 21, who is backpacking through Vietnam, expressed concern. The deaths hit close to home. These girls were my age, just trying to have fun. It's terrifying that they weren't doing anything they thought was dangerous. Backpacker Max Nikolovsky, 19, also from Melbourne, noted that before the recent deaths, he had been drinking free alcohol from hostels without concern. The deaths were a wake-up call. In Australia, you assume drinks are safe, but that's not guaranteed abroad. How travelers are staying safe. Some tourists now only drink bottled beer or alcohol bought at duty-free stores. Some ask bar staff to take a shot first before drinking, though methanol poisoning symptoms take up to 48 hours to appear. Many are avoiding free shots offered at hostel bar crawls in places like Bangkok, Phuket, and Hanoi. Authorities have warned that 33% of alcohol in Laos is unregulated, and Southeast Asia has the highest methanol poisoning rates worldwide. Phuket cracks down on foreigners amid crime surge. Authorities in Phuket have intensified immigration screenings and enforcement following a rise in drug-related crimes and illegal employment by foreigners. Key statistics from last year. 194 foreigners had their visas revoked. 998 foreigners were deported, mostly for drug-related offenses or working without a proper visa. Tighter immigration controls. The Phuket Immigration Office now meets with international consulates every 2 months. Foreign arrivals must prove financial stability and a clear itinerary. Officials are monitoring foreigners' places of stay and illegal employment. Increased enforcement and public reporting. Many foreign tour guides have been caught working illegally in Phuket. If caught breaking the law, they will be arrested and deported, said Pol Kal Kriangkrai Arying, Phuket Immigration Police Chief. Tourists must follow Thai laws or risk a lifetime ban from Thailand. In January alone, about 800,000 foreign tourists arrived in Phuket, while 36,000 foreigners are on long-term visas, business, study, or retirement. The largest expatriate group consists of Russians. Additionally, 4 foreigners with outstanding arrest warrants were caught and detained in Phuket last month. 34 tourist visas were revoked in January for violating laws. Tourists are advised to download the Thailand Tourist Police mobile app, available in 6 languages, to access emergency assistance.